Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about something that separates those who succeed from those who struggle. Mental toughness. Mental toughness is not something you're born with. It's a muscle that you develop, a mindset that you cultivate, and it's a force that can propel you toward greatness. Think about the challenges you've faced in your life. Those obstacles that seemed insurmountable, the doubts that whispered in your ear, the failures that tried to keep you down. But you didn't stay down, did you? You rose. And you rose because you had the strength to push through, the resolve to endure. But here's the truth. Those moments of rising are not just random occurrences. They are the result of developing unstoppable mental toughness. So, how do you develop this quality? It starts with understanding that mental toughness is about much more than just willpower. It's about strategy, mindset, and an unshakable belief in yourself and your purpose. Everything you do must have a higher purpose. When you align your actions with your purpose, nothing can stop you. Your purpose gives you direction, and your direction gives you resilience. Just like you would train your body, you must train your mind. Spend time each day strengthening your mental faculties. Read, reflect, and meditate. Challenge your own thoughts and beliefs. The greatest growth comes from the greatest discomfort. Don't shy away from hard work, failure, or pain. Embrace it. Let it shape you. Set goals that stretch you, goals that scare you a little. When you aim high, you push yourself to new limits and discover strengths you never knew you had. Your attitude is everything. Cultivate a mindset that refuses to accept defeat. When you face adversity, don't ask, why me? Ask, what can I learn from this? Mental toughness is built through persistence. It's about refusing to quit when things get tough. Every time you get knocked down, get up stronger and more determined than ever. Emotions can either fuel your success or derail your progress. Learn to master your emotions. Don't let fear, doubt, or anger control you. Use them as fuel to keep going. The people you spend time with play a huge role in your mental toughness. Surround yourself with those who challenge you, inspire you, and push you to be better. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. Use it. Visualize yourself achieving your goals, conquering obstacles, and becoming unstoppable. See it in your mind's eye, and it will begin to materialize in reality. Unstoppable mental toughness is not a destination. It's a continuous journey. Never stop learning, never stop growing. As long as you are committed to personal growth, you will continue to develop the strength to face any challenge. To develop unwavering mental toughness, one must first focus on a clear, definite purpose. This purpose becomes the driving force behind every action, decision, and thought you have. Without it, you're simply wandering aimlessly, hoping for success but not aligning your efforts toward it. A clear purpose is not just a vague desire or wish. It's a deeply rooted, burning ambition that ignites your passion and motivates you through both the highs and lows of your journey. The importance of purpose cannot be overstated. It serves as the compass that guides you, the fuel that keeps you going when obstacles arise, and the anchor that keeps you grounded when the winds of doubt and uncertainty try to pull you off course. It is in this clarity of purpose that your mental toughness is tested and forged. Without a purpose, mental toughness becomes hollow. It has no direction, no target to aim for, and no reason to persist through challenges. When you focus on your purpose, you create a vision for your life that goes beyond the superficial distractions of the moment. The distractions that come in the form of negativity, temporary setbacks, or even the naysayers around you. Your purpose reminds you daily of why you started and why it's worth pushing through the inevitable struggles. This focus strengthens your resolve and sharpens your ability to stay on track when everything else may seem uncertain. Moreover, focusing on your purpose brings clarity to your decisions. When faced with choices, it becomes easier to choose the path that aligns with your ultimate goal. Those who have a defined purpose don't waste time on trivial matters or fleeting distractions. Every action, every decision, and every thought is measured against this larger goal. It is this single-mindedness that forms the bedrock of mental toughness. The most successful individuals throughout history were not the ones who avoided adversity, but the ones who were unshaken in their purpose, no matter the circumstances. They understood that setbacks, failures, and disappointments were simply part of the process. They were stepping stones toward the realization of their purpose. And this unwavering belief in their purpose allowed them to develop the mental toughness necessary to push forward, regardless of what stood in their way. When your purpose is clear and strong, it doesn't matter what the world throws at you. You become unstoppable because your focus, your drive, and your commitment to that purpose cannot be easily broken. It becomes the lens through which you view every challenge and the foundation on which you build your resilience. This focus on purpose is what enables you to take bold action, stay persistent in the face of adversity, and ultimately achieve the success that others may deem impossible. Training your mind daily is a practice that is as crucial as physical exercise. Just as the body becomes weak without regular movement, so too does the mind lose its strength and clarity without continuous training. To build mental toughness, you must commit to sharpening your mind each and every day. This is not a one-time effort, but a lifelong habit that separates those who achieve greatness from those who remain stagnant. Your mind is the most powerful tool you possess. It shapes your reality, guides your decisions, and ultimately determines the success or failure of your endeavors. Just as a sculptor meticulously chisels away at a block of stone to reveal the masterpiece within, so must you shape your thoughts, refine your beliefs, and condition your mental faculties until they are sharp, focused, and ready for any challenge. The key to daily mental training is consistency. It doesn't matter if you spend hours or just a few minutes each day. The important thing is that you dedicate time to developing your mind. Begin with positive affirmations, the kind that remind you of your potential, your purpose, and your ability to overcome any obstacle. These affirmations build a foundation of confidence that will serve you in times of difficulty. Beyond affirmations, take time each day to read, reflect, and study. Knowledge is the fuel that powers your mental engine. When you expose your mind to new ideas, diverse perspectives, and enriching content, you expand your horizons and strengthen your ability to think critically. The more you learn, the more equipped you become to handle life's challenges with wisdom and clarity. Meditation and visualization are also essential components of daily mental training. These practices allow you to clear your mind of distractions and focus on your goals with laser-like precision. In moments of stillness, your mind can sharpen its focus, visualize success, and imagine overcoming the very obstacles that may currently seem insurmountable. This not only prepares your mind for the tasks ahead, but also helps to reinforce your belief in your ability to succeed. It is also important to challenge your own thoughts regularly. Push yourself to question limiting beliefs, doubts, and fears that may hold you back. Identify them, confront them, and replace them with empowering thoughts. Every day, deliberately choose thoughts that are aligned with your goals and your higher purpose. Mental toughness is built when you refuse to accept negativity or weakness in your thoughts, replacing them instead with confidence, optimism, and resilience. Furthermore, daily training of the mind means conditioning yourself to stay focused and avoid distractions. In a world filled with endless stimuli, the ability to focus on the task at hand is a rare and valuable skill. Practice the art of concentration, the ability to focus intently on one thing at a time, and the discipline to stay on course even when distractions try to pull you away. Over time, this daily mental conditioning will lead to extraordinary growth. Your mind will become sharper, more resilient, and more capable of tackling the challenges of life with unwavering confidence. The more you train your mind, the more powerful it becomes. And as it strengthens, so too does your mental toughness, allowing you to face any adversity with the calm, clarity, and determination needed to overcome it. Remember, the mind is like a garden. If you do not tend to it, weeds will grow and take over. But if you nurture it daily with positive thoughts, new knowledge, and the discipline to focus, it will flourish and produce the fruit of success. The secret to developing unstoppable mental toughness is in the daily commitment to training your mind to be its best. For it is this sharp, disciplined, and resilient mind that will carry you through any challenge. To build the kind of mental toughness that will serve you throughout life, you must learn to embrace discomfort, for it is through discomfort that true growth occurs. The path to success is never paved with ease. It is marked by challenges, obstacles, and moments of struggle. Those who succeed are not the ones who shy away from difficulty, but those who are willing to face it head-on and use it as a tool for self-improvement. Discomfort is the crucible in which mental toughness is forged. It is only by stepping outside of your comfort zone and confronting the unknown that you begin to expand your capabilities. The more you push yourself beyond your limits, the stronger and more resilient you become. Comfort may feel safe, but it is also where complacency resides. It is in the realm of discomfort that you discover the true extent of your potential. When you encounter discomfort, whether it is physical, emotional, or psychological, your first instinct may be to retreat on. But it is in those moments, when everything within you is urging you to stop, that you must press forward. Every challenge is an opportunity to strengthen your character, refine your resolve, and prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever thought possible. Embracing discomfort means rejecting the idea that life should always be easy or free from struggle. It is a mindset shift that allows you to see difficulty as a necessary part of your journey, rather than something to avoid. When you consistently choose to face discomfort, you build the mental resilience that will carry you through life's toughest moments. You train yourself to handle adversity with grace, to persevere when things get tough, and to find strength in moments of weakness. Each time you push through discomfort, you reinforce your ability to withstand the next challenge with even more determination. You learn that discomfort is not something to fear, but something to embrace as a catalyst for growth. The most successful individuals are those who have made a habit of seeking discomfort. They understand that each challenge, whether it is a setback, a failure, or an obstacle, is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and become better. These individuals don't let discomfort stop them. They use it to propel themselves forward. They understand that greatness is not achieved by avoiding difficulties, but by conquering them with resilience and unwavering resolve. The discomfort of hard work, failure, and uncertainty is what separates those who succeed from those who quit. When you refuse to back down from discomfort, you establish an unbreakable mental fortitude that will see you through any adversity. Each time you choose to endure discomfort, you lay the foundation for future victories. It is through repeated exposure to hardship and the willingness to continue in the face of difficulty that your mental toughness is solidified. Furthermore, the ability to embrace discomfort does not mean seeking pain for pain's sake. Rather, it means understanding that growth requires effort, and effort often brings discomfort. It means accepting that you will face moments of doubt, fear, and exhaustion, but instead of letting those feelings control you, you allow them to motivate you to keep moving forward. In the long run, those who embrace discomfort build not only mental toughness but also a sense of self-confidence and self-mastery. They learn to trust in their ability to navigate life's challenges and grow stronger from each experience. And it is this self-trust, forged through the daily practice of embracing discomfort, that enables them to achieve greatness where others falter. So, whenever you find yourself in the midst of discomfort, remember that you are being shaped, you are being tested, and each test is an opportunity to prove your strength, your resilience, and your determination. Embrace discomfort, for it is the very thing that will propel you toward your greatest achievements. Setting audacious goals is one of the most powerful ways to develop the mental toughness required to achieve greatness. Too often, individuals set goals that are small, comfortable, and easy to attain. These goals may offer a sense of accomplishment, but they do little to push you beyond your current limitations. True success is built on the foundation of goals that stretch you, challenge you, and demand that you become more than you are today. Audacious goals are those that seem almost impossible at first, goals that require you to tap into every ounce of your potential, to break through boundaries and to expand your capabilities in ways you never thought possible. When you set an audacious goal, you are, in essence, deciding that you will no longer be satisfied with the ordinary. You are declaring that you will not settle for mediocrity, but will strive for something far greater. These goals are not constrained by what is currently comfortable or easy. They are inspired by your highest aspirations and your deepest desires. They are the kind of goals that ignite a fire within you and keep you moving forward, even when the path seems unclear or the journey feels overwhelming. An audacious goal forces you to think bigger, dream bolder, and act with a sense of urgency and purpose. When you set such a goal, you cannot approach it with a casual attitude or half-hearted effort. It requires your full commitment and every ounce of your energy. It forces you to develop the resilience to face setbacks, the courage to confront your fears, and the perseverance to keep going even when success seems distant. In short, an audacious goal becomes the driving force behind everything you do. It gives you a clear direction and makes every decision, every action, and every challenge you face an integral part of achieving your ultimate vision. The power of audacious goals lies in their ability to stretch your belief in what is possible. When you set a goal that seems out of reach, your mind is forced to expand, to think creatively, and to find solutions that you would never have considered with a smaller goal. You begin to see opportunities instead of obstacles, and solutions instead of problems. Your thinking shifts from limitation to possibility, and your capacity for action increases exponentially. Moreover, audacious goals demand that you cultivate the mental toughness necessary to stay focused and committed, even when the going gets tough. The path to achieving these goals is never smooth. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. But the difference between those who achieve audacious goals and those who fall short is the unwavering determination to keep moving forward, regardless of the obstacles. Mental toughness is built through the pursuit of these larger-than-life goals, because it is in the struggle and the perseverance that you develop the strength to endure. Setting audacious goals also helps to clarify your priorities. When you aim for something extraordinary, you must be ruthless in eliminating distractions and focusing only on the activities that will bring you closer to your goal. It forces you to align your daily actions with your larger vision and to make decisions based on your long-term success rather than on short-term gratification or comfort. Every decision becomes a step toward achieving that big, audacious goal, and every step builds momentum toward its realization. But even more important, audacious goals inspire others. When you pursue a goal that others see as impossible or highly improbable, you become a living example of what is possible when someone dares to dream beyond the ordinary. Your journey toward achieving that goal has the power to uplift and motivate those around you. It becomes a source of inspiration, showing others that they too can achieve the seemingly impossible if they are willing to take bold action and persist in the face of adversity. Ultimately, setting audacious goals transforms your life. It forces you to grow in ways that would never happen if you remained in your comfort zone. It tests your resilience, fortifies your determination, and strengthens your belief in your own potential. As you work toward these goals, you develop a sense of purpose and confidence that propels you forward with relentless momentum. In the end, it is the audacity of your goals that determines the scope of your achievements. By setting goals that seem unreachable, you position yourself to accomplish things that others would consider impossible. You may not reach every goal immediately, but the pursuit itself will stretch you beyond what you ever thought was possible, and in doing so, you will achieve far more than you ever imagined. To achieve extraordinary success, one must first cultivate a winning attitude, for it is the foundation upon which all achievements are built. A winning attitude is not merely about being positive or optimistic. It is a mindset that shapes every thought, every action, and every decision you make. It is the unwavering belief in your ability to succeed, no matter the challenges you face or the obstacles in your path. With a winning attitude, you approach life not as a series of problems to solve, but as opportunities to grow, to learn, and to ultimately triumph. A winning attitude begins with the understanding that success is not reserved for the lucky or the gifted. It is available to those who choose to adopt the mindset that success is inevitable for them. This attitude requires a deep-seated belief in your own potential, a belief that you are capable of achieving whatever you set your mind to. It is the refusal to accept mediocrity, or to settle for less than your best. It means that no matter what happens, you will always find a way to succeed, because your attitude will not permit you to do anything less. One of the most important aspects of a winning attitude is the ability to view setbacks and failures not as signs of defeat, but as essential stepping stones on the path to success. Every failure is simply feedback, showing you what doesn't work and guiding you toward what will. With a winning attitude, you understand that every challenge is an opportunity for growth, and that it is only through overcoming adversity that you build the resilience necessary to achieve your ultimate goals. You never allow failure to define you, but rather use it as fuel to propel you forward with greater determination. Furthermore, a winning attitude means taking full responsibility for your actions, decisions, and outcomes. It is easy to blame circumstances, people, or external forces for your lack of progress. However, those with a winning attitude understand that they alone are responsible for their success or failure. They refuse to place their fate in the hands of others, and they take ownership of their actions, knowing that they can always choose to improve, to adapt, and to do better. This attitude of ownership also extends to how you respond to others. A winning attitude is not about competing against others, but about challenging yourself to be the best version of yourself. It means that you celebrate the success of others, knowing that their achievements do not diminish your own potential. Instead of feeling threatened by the accomplishments of others, you allow their success to inspire and motivate you to strive for greater heights. The truly successful understand that collaboration, encouragement, and mutual support are the hallmarks of a winning attitude. A key component of this attitude is the ability to maintain unwavering confidence in yourself, even when faced with uncertainty or fear. Confidence is not arrogance. It is the quiet, unshakable belief that you have what it takes to succeed. When you cultivate confidence in your abilities, you become impervious to the doubts and criticisms that others may offer. You know that no matter how difficult the journey may seem, you have the strength and the determination to see it through to the end. A winning attitude also demands discipline and persistence. It is not enough to have a positive outlook or an optimistic vision of success. You must also have the discipline to take consistent, focused action toward your goals. It means doing the work even when it is hard, sticking to your plan even when distractions arise, and continuing to push forward even when you feel exhausted or discouraged. The discipline to stay on course, regardless of the circumstances, is what separates those who succeed from those who fall short. The power of a winning attitude lies in its ability to influence every aspect of your life. When you cultivate this mindset, it becomes contagious, impacting the people around you, your work, and your relationships. A winning attitude attracts opportunity, draws success to you, and elevates everyone you come into contact with. It has the power to transform not only your own life, but the lives of those you inspire and lead. Ultimately, a winning attitude is about choice. It is about choosing to view the world through a lens of possibility, choosing to respond to challenges with courage and resolve, and choosing to believe in your ability to create the life you desire. It is a mindset that sees no limit to what can be achieved when you combine faith, perseverance, and a relentless commitment to your goals. With a winning attitude, you unlock your full potential and become unstoppable in the pursuit of success. Persistence is the ultimate trait that separates those who achieve lasting success from those who give up before realizing their true potential. It is the unwavering determination to keep moving forward, no matter how many setbacks or obstacles stand in your way. Those who practice persistence do not allow temporary difficulties or challenges to derail them from their ultimate goal. Instead, they see each obstacle as a part of the process, a necessary step toward their victory. Persistence is built on the belief that success is not achieved in a single moment or with a single effort, but is the result of consistent, focused action over time. It requires a mindset that refuses to accept failure as the final answer, understanding instead that failure is merely a temporary state that will eventually give way to success if one refuses to quit. This mindset acknowledges that setbacks are not signs of defeat but opportunities to learn, adapt, and improve. Each failure, each roadblock, and each detour is simply part of the journey toward success. When you practice persistence, you cultivate the ability to keep going, even when the odds seem insurmountable. This does not mean blindly charging forward without strategy, but it does mean that you will not be swayed by the difficulties that arise. You have set your sights on your goal, and no matter how long it takes or how many times you must alter your approach, you remain steadfast in your pursuit. The most successful individuals in any field are those who have refused to accept the notion of giving up. They understand that the road to success is rarely straight, and that the ability to persist is the deciding factor between those who achieve their dreams and those who fall by the wayside. Persistence means showing up every day, even when progress seems slow, even when the path ahead is unclear, and even when the future seems uncertain. It is the refusal to be discouraged by temporary difficulties, and the commitment to continue working toward your goals, one step at a time. In this process, persistence is not just about pushing through external obstacles, but also about maintaining the internal strength to overcome doubt, fear, and discouragement. The journey toward success often involves moments of deep uncertainty, times when it feels like progress is non-existent, or when the vision of success becomes clouded by the weight of struggle. However, those who practice persistence have trained themselves to trust in the process, knowing that steady, consistent effort will ultimately pay off. There will be moments when your motivation wanes, when you question whether the effort is worth it, or when you feel like you've reached the limits of what you can endure. But it is precisely in those moments that persistence becomes the defining trait. The decision to keep going when you feel like quitting is the mark of a truly determined individual. It is in those moments that you strengthen your resolve and sharpen your ability to overcome adversity. Persistence also means maintaining focus on the long-term goal, refusing to be sidetracked by short-term setbacks or temporary discomforts. It requires patience, the understanding that great achievements take time and effort. The persistent individual does not expect instant results, but is committed to the process, knowing that each step forward, no matter how small, brings them closer to their destination. It is important to remember that persistence does not mean mindlessly repeating the same actions over and over again without adjustment. True persistence involves learning from each experience, evaluating what works and what doesn't, and making the necessary adjustments along the way. Persistence is not about doing the same thing endlessly, but about remaining flexible in your approach while staying focused on the end goal. The persistent individual is willing to adapt, refine their methods, and even change course when necessary, as long as they keep moving forward. By practicing persistence, you are training yourself to become someone who can be counted on, who never gives up, and who can be relied upon to see things through to the end. This is the mindset that enables you to overcome the toughest challenges and emerge stronger and more capable on the other side. It is this kind of mental toughness that enables the most successful individuals to rise above adversity and achieve greatness, not because they are immune to failure, but because they have made the decision to persist in the face of it. In the end, the ability to practice persistence is what ultimately leads to victory. Those who persist, no matter the difficulties, are the ones who achieve the success they seek. The journey may be long, the obstacles may be numerous, but with persistence, there is no goal too great, no challenge too difficult, and no setback that cannot be overcome.